Match number 6 here for this weekend's game, Royal Premier League. 9 to 11 are taking on Tikitag random level. Both the sides have one thing in common. The game against Amir Mahal went in vain for them, as 9 to 11 2 played 1-1-1 lost, and Tikitag random 11 2 played 1-1-1 lost. The match that they have won against is quite common, which is against Madras Gymkhana Club. Now these two sides have to face each other. Ram and Praveen were the openers, while Priyank with the ball.
Thanks for charging.
One for no loss. Finds the gap and gets a boundary. In fact, that's a maximum to start the proceedings here. Good start to the power play here. This is something because we might be having such a kind of total today. Got damn instinct here. Let's wait and watch what Raman Praveen gotta do with this 9 to 11 continues. It's quite unfortunate. It will be given dead ball. Goes out of the bowler's hands and lands it nowhere. This looks better. Good use of the feet. Chance for the second run. Bit of reluctant effort in the field that awarded 2 runs for the batting side. Good running between the wickets. Better understanding of the conditions. Trying to bowl into a different angle here, Priyank, to restrict the opposition from scoring runs on the board. As far as the fielding is concerned, they are having a long on at the deep and a deep mid wicket fielder. Rest of them standing inside the 30-yard circle. Another full toss delivery should have been thrashed for the boundary. Missed it by inches. Will be getting another couple of runs on the board. And it's a wide ball too. Lots of run flowing here. And this could be the right time to remind you about that power play total. In case if the team scores 30 plus in the power play, they will be awarded an extra over of power play. For the previous one, there is a change in decision. That's not a wide delivery. It hits the bat of the batter, so the runs will be awarded to the batter. Another easy pickings here. Almost got closer. Will be given wide here. He's feeling it a bit of risky, it seems, Priyank. Bowling a lot of wides. Change of field positions for the left-handed batter. Slices it through the short third man to get that single. That's a bit of expensive over so far. And he's back on strike here. Ram, 14 for no loss. Can we see a boundary going in this last ball of this over? As he's actually inviting the batter to go through the square leg and fine leg regions. This is something we are speaking about, but not the right placement from the batter. That brings the end of the first over. 15 for no loss, 9 to 11. Eleven of 4 balls. Slight edge in the bat. He's rotating the strike to get that single. They should keep this thing in mind, that they have to score 30 runs within the power play so that they will be awarded another over of power play. As the platform sets really well for the batting side. Praveen back on strike. Quite a bit of arrangements for the left-right combination. As Siddharth Yadav the bowler. Another invited full toss delivery. I think he's having clear idea of what he's doing. Praveen, a left-handed batter. He wants to stay still in the crease. He wants to rotate the strike for the set batter who's scoring boundaries. This is the right way of building the partnership. Look at this. Now if single by single it goes, there has been a lot of pressure for the opposite captain to maintain the field positionings. Looks better. There'll be a wide ball as these bowlers will keep on trying to the pads of the batter. The region that they are targeting for looks like square leg. There is a fielder at the deep mid-wicket region. Another good use of the wrist here. Will be getting a single, no chance of going for the second run. Where are you looking for? That needs 2 more maximums to get into the place that we are looking for. (19 for no loss) with 9 to 11. All eyes on the batter, with Praveen trying to rotate the strike. This time through the covers, picks the gap, and that raises out to the fence for the boundary. As this outfield have been spoken a lot. Traveling really well, batting friendly as well as bowling friendly. 23 for no loss. Still having that bright chances of making it to 30 plus. And speaking about that cover drive from Praveen, that's exceptional to watch out for. Looks like a controlled batter. Another one tried through the covers, no chance of that going for the boundary. And the mathematical chance of them scoring 30 plus runs is over here. Swing and a miss. Close delivery. And that's a great use of the power play. 23 for no loss, 9 to 11. A new bowler into the attack, Manimal Selvan. One of the key assets of Tikitag Random 11. He bats well, he bowls well. He gives his 100% to the side. What's that to be a full toss delivery? Super 1-6er for the batter. He's finding it really difficult to score runs on the board. And most of the deliveries he faced today has been loose balls. Short balls inverted for the pull shots, full toss deliveries. I'm not sure why he's having this keen eye on rotating the strike, as the batter is having bright chances of scoring boundaries. They have to look at that. 9 to 11 batters. Goes through the covers as the long off fielder covers the ground to stop it. But this second attempt actually went in vain for the side. They went for an extra run, 2 runs on the board. Looks quite better, it seems. Good weather to play the game of cricket at a Saturday evening. Everyone will be conventionally watching these things happening in the ground. It's quite hard. Tried it to go into the back foot. as the batter is expecting that to be a wide ball. He's showing the body language that why it is not a wide ball. Good bowling from Manimal Selvan. Now that's what we're speaking about. He's such a big asset for the side. You know what's the reason why Dwayne Bravo is rated to be one of the most greatest T20 bowlers? It's not about the kind of pace he's having, or it's not about the kind of swing or seam he's having. It's about the mindset of him as a cricketer. He bats well, he bowls well. He's having certain skill set, but the way how he uses the skill set is most important. And that way Dwayne Bravo plays like Kieran Pollard. You give over to play Kieran Pollard, he will bring up the breakthrough. He's not a conventional fast bowler, but he can make that happen in the ground. That's a kind of mindset and the willpower players are having. I think Manimal Selvan is such a kind of cricketer. He will try to give his 100% despite of whatever the aspect of the game. That's 3 overs 26 for no loss. And that's how the batting card went so far, with no dismissals yet. Both the batters were looking pretty confident, scoring runs at the right areas. As this being the first batting, they're having a lot more space to get relaxed in terms of scoring runs. If it is second batting, you're having some high target in front of you, the challenges will be completely different. A straight shot over the bowler's head. This is good ground coverage and saves the ball going from the boundary. No chance of the second run. I think they're giving much importance to running between the wickets. 9 to 11 batters are maintaining some calm and composed batting display here. We've seen so many great batting displays in the tournament. This is one among them. Now back on strike, Praveen. The final field arrangements were going on. Vinayak Cricket, the bowler, covering the fielders at the most important areas of the ground. Long on, cow corner, mid wicket. Long off and sweeper cover, of course. Catches the call. Fielder at the position. No chance of that being a catch. But yes, good stop from the fielder. Will be going for 2. The placement looks perfect in terms of arranging the fielders. But whereas for the batter, the shot selection should be reviewed, because he should not place the strokes where the fielders are standing. There were huge margin of gaps in the square areas in both offside and leg side. Again through the cover, same call, catches the call. Again into the fielders position, but that goes over the fielder's head, goes for the boundary. A welcome boundary. They should be well prepared of those situations. Continues to bowl Vinayak Cricket. Change of angle. Will be good here. Pushing singles here and there. I love this partnership. Look at the way how they're maintaining this run rate. A single, 2, 4 and a single. Not pushing themselves into that dot ball situation. Trying to keep as busy as possible within the ground. Not going out of the ground. Not having biggest aspirations of going big. 34 runs partnership of 22 balls. Another grounded stroke. Chance for the second run. Another reluctant effort from the fielder. It should be as quick as possible, as they were running 2 for this shot, which actually straight away gone into the hands of the fielder. No much movement for the fielder. This should be avoided. And one more to complete this over. So far 10 runs of this over. Another beautiful stroke making. But this is not stretch ball cricket. That's the big problem. You will get a single to end this over. And that's 4 overs up. And with the new bowler will be going for wide. 38 for no loss with Ram 20 of 15, Praveen 14 of 9 balls, 2 boundaries for Praveen, 1 sixer for Ram. Not showing much intent, but actually rotating the strikes here and there, stealing the runs and maintaining the run rate better. Another good straight shot. Will be just a single. And this has been quality running between the wickets. They've been struggling really hard to save those singles. In fact, those singles are actually becoming twos. That's the problem here. They should be quite aware on what they're doing. This is good comeback from the bowler. The fielding standards should be improved for Tikitag. Random 11, as they've been leaking extra runs on the board. Swing and a miss. Good comeback from the bowler. He's been bowling differently from the way how the previous bowlers have bowled. Bit of back of length deliveries, pushing singles here and there. That's going to be the problem here, as he's bowling at the right spot. And most instantly, when I had the chat with him, Fazil Nawaz, he said that playing straight is my kind of strength and I'm playing like that, and playing across is a typical tennis ball cricketer style, and they will do that, and eventually both the styles were getting results. But when you keenly look at these games, these quality classical batters who play straight batted shots are actually struggling in the post power play overs. In case if they are not much dependent on power, it's really hard for them to survive for a long period, especially with the way how Ram is playing these strokes. The previous 3 strokes from Ram, actually it deserves to be a boundary. That's the kind of connection he got. But in tennis ball cricket, the reactions were completely different, and it's not clearing the ropes. In case if he put half of those efforts that he tried for the straight shot, in case if he tried for those efforts into square boundaries or fine leg, it would be easy boundary for him. Anyway, that's his way of approaching things. Yorker attempt, pushing here for the singles. But looking at the run rate, it's quite healthy, because it's 8.69. Most importantly, the wicket column looks empty. 42 for no loss. That's high in there. Chance of that become a wicket. That's put it down. The way how he came under the ball actually set us the statement that he's not gonna take that catch, because he was not looking much confident. He was a bit confused. Shining everywhere. That's actually disturbing the fielders from grabbing the catch. 5 overs, 43 for no loss. The balls were flying off. Finally, the partnership is getting broken. One 24 of 20 balls. Ram has to depart with that 1 sixer. That's a good contribution anyway from the batter. And the celebrations were going on here from Tikitag. Random 11. As Vinayak cricket actually brought in the game a proper breakthrough that they're looking for. "43 for 1. Another close delivery attempted Yorker. I love the way how he's releasing the ball. Not much closer to his head, not much vertical. A crossly sliding way of releasing the ball. Adish with the new batter. Goes at the non-strikers, and now look at the way how he releases the ball. That's quite impressive. He's actually bending his body towards his left and releasing the ball as vertical as possible. Looks like a different angle for the batter, because all of a sudden when you watch this in a fast forward, you will feel a bit of confused in terms of watching the ball, because he's releasing at a different angle, which will trouble the batter's head position. Look at that. Interesting bowling style. Catches the call. Good connection from the bat. That extra bounce favors the batter. Adishwar gets his first runs with boundary. "49 for 1. Small adjustments for going on the field, making those long on and mid-wicket fielders to stand as close as possible. Steps out. Another good shot over the bowler's head as a long on fielder tried to stop that, but no chance of doing that. Another boundary, back-to-back boundaries. At this one, even much classier to watch out for. Just taking back a look at that. Over the bowler's head. Over the bowler's head is something that brings a lot of value. 50 up here for the batting side, 9 to 11. Swing and a miss. We will continue to speak about the previous stroke that played by the new batter, in fact, Adishwar. When you play over the bowler's head, it is the most safest place in the ground to score boundaries. And it is the most conventional and safest way of scoring boundaries. Couple of runs on the board. A wicket over, but bit of expensive. That's 6 overs up, 56 for 1. Six for 1. 4 more overs to complete the first innings. Anbu continues to bowl. Catches the call. Great try from the fielder. Tried his best. But end of the day, that will be getting a couple of runs on the board. Trying to play over the covers fielder, but what's the problem is the sweeper cover is covering the covers area and the long off fielder is standing wide. So it's quite harder for him to push that through the covers. Praveen is in good touch. He's been stealing runs here and that. This time at the long on region, lands in a no man's area, but no chance of that going for the boundary. Good stop from the fielder. He covered the ground brilliantly, because initially he understood that it is not going to be a single, because anyway they can easily get the 2. So he actually slowly covered the ground and made sure that it doesn't go more than 2 runs. Again through the covers. Fielder chasing the ball. Extra bounce factor still saves it from going for the boundary. That gone for the boundary anyway. Good try from the fielder. Your technique might be exactly not suitable to the kind of situation that you're playing. The format of the game might be different, but all you have to do is keep trusting yourself and finding ways to do things that you're expecting. That's a cheeky single got in between the wickets. Excellent running between the wickets. Good composure from the batters. 65 for 1. Another beautiful strike rotation. 2 is the call from Adishwar. And they are coming for 2. Good running between the wickets again, using the dimensions of the ground and manipulating the fielders. Tikitag random lawn fielders should be well aware of that. Maybe the captain should place the fielders halfway through the boundary rope. That could be a different idea. Because 2s have been unstoppable in this venue, especially for 9 to 11. They've been finding runs everywhere, converting those 1s into 2s. Some field arrangements were going on in the middle for the left right combination as Adishwar back on strike. In fact, a mid-wicket fielder to restrict him from rotating strikes and converting them into 2. And that's working well. That is working well as of the captain's intentions. This is something we are speaking about. An immediate reaction from the captain is working really well for them, which brings the end of this over. That's 68 for 1. Starts off with a wide ball here. Aditya, the new bowler. Good bat swing. Good use of the feet. Placement was perfect. That goes for the boundary. The most important thing is the placement. He opened his left leg, and that placement from him. That's exactly Kieran Pollard used it to score boundaries initially in his innings. Sometimes if they have a deep fielders at grounds like Mohali, usually a bigger grounds, and they are having long on and a deep mid-wicket fielder, he will try to place it through the gap between the long on and deep mid-wicket fielder. Sometimes long on fielder and a Kaukana fielder, slight gap between them, and Pollard tries to place the ball at that region. It's such a kind of stroke making. 17 of 8 balls. Another catch is the call, and that extra bounce helps him to score the boundary. Back-to-back boundaries here from Adishwar. The runs will keep on flowing, and I think to stop them, they need to construct a big dam to stop these batters. Steps out, good use of the feet, and bat flow has been beautiful to watch out for. Will be just a single after 2 boundaries. Expensive start to the bowler. So far it's been 10 runs from the bowler.
Thank you, bro.
0.3 overs, 10 for 0. With Praveen back on strike, he will target the extra covers region. And this region called Kaukana, the region where Adishwar scored the boundary. I believe that he will be targeting that region at some point of time. As the long on is standing as straight as possible. It goes with wide delivery. It used to happen for most of the bowlers when you bowl to the left-right combination initially in your first over. There will be a change of angle because you have to bowl completely different to the left-handed batter. That's a problem most of the bowlers will face initially. Even in gully crickets in India, it's very rare to find left-handed batters. So cricketers typically practice themselves bowling to the right-handed batters. Then eventually when the first time if you face left-handed batter, you will struggle a lot to bowl. You will have no answer on what to bowl, where to bowl to a left-handed batter. That's a kind of advantage for those left-handed batters in the club cricket level. A sweep shot that beats the fielder, goes for the boundary. Another misfield. The poor fielding efforts continuing here from Random 11. As Adishwar gets his fifth one. More than 10 runs per over. This is 84 for 1, 9 to 11. Or actually, after creating a strong basement, the structure has been built really well over that. Last ball of this over. A cheeky attempt that goes for the single fielder chasing down the ball. This outfield helps the batters to get more runs on the board. Will be awarded leg, boys. That brings the end of this over. That's 8 overs, 18 runs of that over. It's 86 for 1. Starts off with a big shot, and that will eventually goes out of the boundary ropes for boundary. Starts off with the boundary. The 9th over here started with 85 for 1. It's 89 for 1 now. There are bright chances of them scoring 100 plus runs on the board here. Good start to the over. Jagan was the batter. As Praveen has been retired hurt. Sumanimal Silvan is bowling to Jagan. He started off his innings with the boundary. Another good flick at the fine leg region for single, which brings Adishwar back on strike. The one who's scoring a lot of boundaries with maintaining a strike rate of more than 200. 5 boundaries for his name. The placements were perfect. This has been a properly structured batting display when you deeply look at it. Look at that. The way how Ram and Praveen have built this partnership, and then after the wicket of Ram, Praveen and Adishwar actually took that to the next level. Now it's Jagan and Adishwar to make things happen in their favor. A full touch delivery placed at the mid-wicket region. Good stop from the fielder. Height factors are the big problem. He's a tall batter. He's punishing things easily. This has been a good shot from Jagan. Chances of them going for the second run is high as he's coming back. Adishwar, good running between the wickets. Great commitment to the team. Excellent piece of running between the wickets. And you have to appreciate the efforts of Jagan. Immediately after Adish came back, he gave his 100% for that second run. With a close delivery. Will be the end of this over. That's 9 overs, 94 for 1. $94 for 1. Good use of the bat. Knows the call from Adishwa. That's a strong call. This is something that needs to be appreciated into the gully cricket. That the batters has to practice themselves by calling for runs. Yes, no, wait. That's beautiful bowling. Wicket call is that, and the batter is walking away after playing a beautiful innings. 27 of 40. Top 3 batters have contributed to that side to the perfection. Now this last over bringing some change here for the bowling set. Tikitag random 11 as Siddharth Yadav being the captain of the side bowled 2 back-to-back dot balls in the last over with Avinash Kadampat, the new batter, into the crease. Not much numbers for the batter, and you can't expect that to happen. They're having a middle order batter who's batting at number 4, not having much numbers. Maybe as of this data, attempted the Arcot. That's been excellent bowling performance coming into the game. Not too late, but came at the time. Now 3 balls, 5 more runs required for the triple digit mark, and that will psychologically boost the tempo of the batting side. And the most beautiful thing I loved watching in this innings is they have scored 2 sixes. In fact, this one went so far in this innings. That 1 sixer came in the power play, but after that, this entire innings has been pasted by boundaries and 2s. Now the full toss invitation has been accepted by the batter. This time it goes to the maximum. Sixer number 2 of this innings, and that brings 100 up here for 9-2. It was a sure invitation for the batter. Come on, hit me for the sixer. That's the kind of delivery it is, and it went for the sixer. Swing and a miss. Will be going for good awareness from the wicketkeeper. Didn't try anything weird. That's great understanding of the game. That brings the end of this over. 106 for 2 is the final total, posted by 9-11. That has been huge total on the board. No team have won chasing 100 plus totals in this tournament. Can Tikitag random 11 change that history? Let's wait and watch in the second innings. So far it's been exceptional batting performance from Praveen, 26 of 16, Ram 24 of 21, Adishwar exceptional performance, 27 of 15 balls, and Jagan 17 not out in 8 deliveries. Whereas into the bowling card, some good performance with the ball for them, especially with the way how Siddharth Yadav started this over. That went good, but unfortunately couldn't complete as I've expected. And Vinayak Cricket tried his best. Anbu bowled better. The one pick of the bowler would be Manimal Selvan for his 2 overs, just 12 runs on the board. And that's the end of first innings here. 107 is the target here for Tikitag random 11. And the second half here, 107 the target. Quite huge target to chase on. It's not easy to go over such a kind of totals. 107. It has been a beautiful batting display from 9 to 11. Good start. As both the top order batters as well as the middle order batters, the top four have performed really well for them. 26, 24, 27, 17, and they have contributed 94 runs together, with 11 being extras and 1 being scored by Avinash. Now here Venkat and Vinay Cricket were the openers, with Vinay Cricket started off the innings with a single. Lakshmanan with the ball and strike Venkat here. They should try to use the power play. That will give some positive momentum to them, because that is something haunting them to the fullest. Oh, that's stumps were flying. He went into the back foot for such a delivery which invited him for. Anbu, the new batter, into the crease to accompany Vinaya Cricket and make things possible. 9 matches, 74 runs for the batter. Lakshmanan 0.3, 1 for 1. Good start to the over. The way he releases the ball was quite impressive. And the good thing is they have dismissed the left-handed batter. No more pressure of arranging the fielders for every single delivery. Of course, there'll be a bit of pressure, but left-right combination is something that's more tensing. Chance of that being a run out. Not an intensive throw. I really love the way how he's releasing the ball, Lakshmanan. Wider style of release. Look at that. Juicy cover through the covers. Excellent placement. And beats the boundary ropes for the boundary. Excellent boundary. First boundary of this innings. Tikitag random 11. As Vinay. 6 for 1. Beautiful bowling. Good comeback from the bowler. Dot ball to end this over. That's 6 for 1. Tikitag random 11. Slices it into the fine leg and gets the first boundary. Quite a bit of misfield, that is. Anbu gets the boundary. And check on the new bowler. Ten for 1. Short ball, punished hard. That's a pull shot, turning his body towards the square leg region. That's excellent stroke making, which goes for 1 bounce. Another swing and a miss. He wanted to take charge here. Anbu and Vinay Cricket, busy cricketers, using the power play to the fullest. Catches the call. Fielder under the ball. That's a good try. In fact, initially it felt like the fielder was under the ball. That's a run out call. Somehow the batter lost his wicket. Fielder under the ball. Fielder has to chase down the ball to grab that catch. Another wicket falls here. 15 for 2. Single went on the delivery, so 16 for 2. That is Vinay Cricket unfortunately has to walk out of the ground. Maybe this partnership would have brought them into the limelight. Anyway, that's how the story went here of the new batter to accompany Anbu. It seems like Ramanov is the new batter. Not much good numbers from the bowler here. Ramanov is into the crease. Another pull shot. Another beautiful placement that goes for the boundary. Don't bowl short ball to two people. One is Rohit Sharma, the other one is this man. Rohit Sharma, because it's quite impressive. Arcot bowled bodyline bouncers and they had three fielders to grab that catch in case if he tries for the pull shot. The one at the deep fine leg, the other at the deep square leg, the other at the deep square leg again, converging together. That's kind of psychological cricket from Ben Stokes. He's such an impressive captain, that's why. Let's come back to this. Anbu's batting is good at playing pull shots. Make him to play into the front foot. Challenge the batter. This is even much better delivery from Jagan and pushes a single to end this over. End of power play. Equally dominated power play. That's 21 for 2. Through the covers, picks the gap, toes the call from the batter, and there are high chances of that becoming into a good cover from the fielder. You can't stop that going for 2, but you can save that going from the boundary. Good awareness from the fielder as Anbu A is still holding back for his side. Anirudh Rangarajan, the new bowler. Ramanov is still staying at the non-strikers end. He's been waiting for a long while to get his opportunity. Swing and a miss. Didn't bounce as of expected. For the cut shots, you should have a bit of extra bounce. Or else there should be a grass covering in the wicket, or else you should play in England. Anyway, that's how the situation in India is. Loving to play in the back foot, it seems. Cut shots and pull shots. The captain of 9 to 11 should be well aware of that. Good use of the wrist. And the placement was perfect. No chance of going for the second run. Maybe inviting him into the front foot would be a good idea for the captain. They can do that while Anbu is playing. Now Ramanov is going to face his very first delivery. We're not sure what should be his weakness and strong zones. Another attempted one. Tried to squeeze it between the point fielder and the third man fielder, but unfortunately the ball didn't bounce as of expected. This seems to be like a typical Indian condition, won't bounce extra for you, and that's why most of those South African batters and English batters are struggling hard to play cut shots in India. Filters delivery. I think the bowling style of Anirudh Rangarajan is reminding me of one bowler, and I just want viewers to tell his name. Take back a look at the way how he's bowling and genuinely share your opinion in the comment box. Whose name you're getting in your mind? Anirudh Rangarajan's bowling style, the way how he runs and the way how he delivers the ball. Not exactly, but quite a bit of Mr. Yarker. Boom, 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 rust. Infusions were there. One more to end this over. A full touch delivery, another pull shot, this time having a fielder but have no chance of stopping that. Will be a maximum to end this over. It is a strong zone of unbow. Maximum to end this over. Still in the chase here, 30 for 2. Not having much impact with the ball. Will be just rotating the strike. Pushing those singles here and there is actually working well for them. Anuj, the new bowler. We're back on strike here. Anbu. That's quite impactful here with the dot ball. Swinging got the batter. Punishment's over there. He's rotating the body. Good angle. Try to cut the ball. Couldn't hit the connections better. Ramana Hafiz is finding it difficult to play that cut shot he was aiming for. This time got the connections better. It's not going into the gap. Good placement from the batter. Cheers were going everywhere. That's 34 for 2. Tikitag random 11 are still having some fight in the game. Swing and a miss. This angle is actually pressuring the batter. It's not actually allowing him to go for the pull shots or to rotate the body as it's coming round the wicket. Muscled it for just a single. 35 for 2. Tikitag random 11. .35 for 2. Starts with the wide ball. Adishwar the bowler, we saw him batting really well in the first innings. That innings actually structured the batting lineup for them. A pull shot picks the gap, and the placement was perfect. Tried his best with the soccer effects, but that's not working. The ground. Anyway, that goes for the boundary. 40 for 2. Swing and a miss. Steps out. That hits the pads of the batter. I think following the batter's body is something a key factor against such batters. You don't give the space for him to extend his arms. Another attempt of pull shot. That is taken comfortably. As of the theory, the strength of the batter is the weakness of the batter too. That's how the wicket have fallen here. Tried for the pull shot at top edge, and that's taken comfortably. Wicket is falling here. Under 27, scoring 5 boundaries, is walking away. Siddharth Yadav, the new batter. 40 for 3, Tikitag random 11. 4.4 overs, 40 for 3. With Adishwar brings the breakthrough even with the ball. It's a quite comprehensive performance with the bat, with the single aspect of the game. Bowling round the wicket to Siddharth Yadav. That's clean bowled. That's clean bowled. Never expected that to be an Yorker attempt, which went on to be a low full toss. And disappointed Yadav walking away. This is the place where the game is actually changing. 66 of 31 to win this game. And no set batters here. Priyank, the new batter, into the crease to support Ramana Afis. Last ball of this over. Arranging the field is adding to that. On strike, Priyank catches the call. Another wicket falls here. 3 wickets for the bowler. 3 wickets. And this is back-to-back dismissals. Adishwar is making strong. Manimal Selvan, the new batter, into the crease. He's one of those key batters to watch out for. along with Ram and Hafiz. A full toss delivery. Tried to punish it through the covers. Not much timing with the bat. And speaking about Manimal Selvan, he bowled really well. He's one of those batters who can turn the game at any point of time. Having the right power, the typical Indian batting style, slogs really well. So you have right opportunities, right batter at the right time. But the big thing is, you can't have shining days for all the batters every single time they're coming on to bat. So he's a good batter, but not sure in this game. He might perform, he might fail to perform, but if he performs, he will go for those big sixes. That's for sure. Good swing of a bat. Will be just the single. Up the mark here, Manimal Selvan. With 5.3 overs, 43 for 5. 64 runs required of 27 balls to win this game. What is the umpire showing? Swing catches the call. And the fielder was standing way too ahead of the ball. Will be just a single. That is 44 for 5. Manimal Selvan, the batter. He got improvising with the way how things were going. Catches the call. That beats the fielder within the 30-yard circle. Chance for the second run. And that's good running between the wickets. Equations are getting tighter. It's 47 for 5 after 6 overs. .47 for 5. 60 runs of 24 balls to win this game. Manimal Selvan and Ram Anna Hafiz. With Adeshwar back to the bowling. 3 wickets for the bowler. He scored 20-odd runs in no time with the bat. Waited for the long time for that connection. But unfortunately the timing wasn't perfect. Chance for the second run. Ram Anna Hafiz was interested, but unfortunately they couldn't go for the second run. Catches the call, and that's taken. That is taken. Could you believe this? 4th wicket for the bowler, and he's building out of nothing. Six. Good performance from Adeshwar, 4 wicket for the bowler. Kept things closer. 48 for 6 now. The equations were getting difficult. 16.36 the required run rate for Tikitag random 11 to chase down the target. They're way too away. 59 of 21 to win this game. Swing and a miss. Jones, the new batter. Now the big question, all eyes on Adishwa. One more for the fifer. Will it happen? Catches the call, but that can't be a wicket. 4 for 8. Can he go for an aggressive field positioning? He's adjusting some fielders according to the way how Manimal Selvan is batting. Change of angles here. Wicketkeeper is placing some final adjustments. Last ball for Adishwa. That's quite good to end this spell. 4 wickets for just 8 runs for the bowler. Quite comprehensive performance. 7. Started off with that single. Jagan continues to bowl. That's quite challenging for the batters to chase that equation. 57 needed of 17 balls to win this game. $50 up here for Tikitag random 11 with Manimal Selvan and Jones. To newbies trying to make things happen for the side. Stinging it hard here, Manimal Selvan, but couldn't make much impact on the game. Chance for the second run, another run out opportunity. Not much impactful throw in the middle. That's quite supports them. Now you can look at the equations. 55 of 16 is something that's too hard to chase down for a batting side, especially when they are losing their way in the middle. Most of the key batters have lost their wicket. And this one being another 1 wicket. The one crucial batter, the one key batter we are looking for, have lost his wicket. Trying to play it as a switch hit, but it didn't. Irayanbu, the new batter, walking into the crease. For 7 with 55 more runs required in 15 balls. That's quite hard to chase down. In the Royal Premier League Prince of Arcot Trophy, 2 sides that's been fighting for that one impact in the points table. It seems like 9 to 11 are having a bit of dominance in this game, whereas Tikitag random 11 are struggling hard to chase down such a huge target. As of the stories of most of the sides in the tournament, this used to happen. Irayanbu on strike. Yorker attempt from Jagan. That's quite comprehensive performance from most of the cricketers from this side. Jagan batted well, bowled well. Adishwar batted well, bowled well, and so on. This looks convincing with the way how they are performing. 9 to 11. Let's just go for the single. I think looking at the efforts of the batting side, it seems like they have already given this out, and these final overs were just a simple proceedings, a formality game happening, it seems. Swing and a miss, but I believe that there are still hopes for the batting side. They can at least work for the run rate. 8 overs of 53 for 7, Tikitag random 11. .54 runs required of 12 balls to win this game. Tikitag random 11, 53 for 7. It's quite hard for the batting side. Starts off with the dot ball. Pushes the bar here and there with 53 for 7. Starts off with the dot ball with Lakshmanan. Another swing and a miss. Will be just a single. Pushing runs here and there. Couldn't be able to manage things under control. 54 for 7. Another swing and a miss. I love this attitude because they're trying something out to produce some runs on the board. That's most important. You can't just simply give it up to the opposition, because try to get closer to the target that you're chasing down. That's much more important. Edged and finds the fielder at the short third man. 16 boundaries and 2 sixes in this entire game, with one being hit by Adishwar and the other being hit by the opener we saw in the initial phase of the innings. It has been completely controlled innings by scoring a lot of boundaries in the middle. Equations were getting difficult here. .55 for 7. Tikitag random 11. Another swing and just goes for the single. 56 for 7. Vikram, the new bowler, to proceed the final proceedings. That's quite surprising, but things like that will happen. This time through the covers, beats the fielder. They can easily go for the second and go running between the wickets, just cutting down the equations as low as possible. Good stuff to watch out for. Catches the call, and that's taken. That is taken. Wicket for the bowler. The new bowler came into the bowling for the last over. A wicket into the name of the bowler. .48 runs needed in 4 balls to win this game. .48 runs in 4 balls. This has been great batting performance from 9 to 11, as well as the kind of bowling that they did. Tried hard in between the middle here. Tikitag random 11, but end of the day the target was quite hard for them to chase on. And these were the final proceedings. The formality cricket is happening in the middle. Of course, there must be a learning curve for sides, despite of what's happening in the middle. Catches the call, and that's travelling safely. Finds the fielder. Bowlers the call. Run out opportunity. Things getting closer. Good running between the wickets, and one more to complete the last game of this week. Tikitag random 11, 62 for 8. A wicket to end this innings. Tikitag random 11 completing this innings with 63 on the board, and that game completes its difference by 9 to 11, winning this game by difference of 43 runs, and no doubt on that Adishwar will be getting the man of the match for his 27 not out In fact, 27 out, picked up 4 wickets. That's most important. That's quite crucial. Exceptional performance from the side, and they've been celebrating this victory 9-11. Started pretty decently, and they lost the game against Amir Mahal. Now coming back strongly with this victory against Tikitag random level, gets them into the points table race. Comprehensive performance, and most of these games went on into the favors of the teams batted first. That's the pattern of this game too. Congratulations to the winning side. That's been a huge margin which will promote them in terms of run rate in a positive note.